Greetings everyone, I'm Adam Barton and I'm going to show you how we record audio to our videos, as well as a project that my dad and my brothers have been working on since last weekend and a little bit today as well. Cue brand new intro. Okay, this is the primary camera we use to record our videos. We sometimes use 2 or even 3 different cameras at a time for different angles and whatnot, but this is the main camera. It's the one that we record our audio in. And as you can see, we have a Rode microphone up here. And in the beginning we just used the on-camera microphones, but that wasn't that great. I mean, it worked, but it was really hard to work with in the video editing software, and it was just kind of hard to bring out the voice a little bit more and then kind of dampen the background noise. So we got this Rode mic, and as you can see, I have a mic input for my camera, and even that wasn't that great. I mean, it was better, but it wasn't as good as I wanted. And I realized I had this Olympus voice recorder I bought from Circuit City when they went out of business. At the time it was a fairly nice one. It was fairly expensive, but I got it like on the last day or two, and it was like, I want to say 90% off. I mean, I got a steal with this thing. It's probably not much today, that's pretty old, but what it does have is it has a what would you call a low-pass noise filter. And as you see, I got the mic coming into the voice recorder, out of the voice recorder into the camera. And another thing this does, besides deadening the noise a little bit better, I'm able to go in my camera and lower the microphone levels as low as it'll go to get rid of the slight hiss you might notice from your camera. I mean, not just Olympus, but like Canon and your other brands. A lot of times there's a low hiss you hear when you're recording audio. It's just these kinds of cameras, mirrorless and DSLRs, have a weak preamp that isn't able to cope as well as we would like. So this is kind of replacing that for me. And the other thing too is I got volume control on here, so I'm able to increase the volume with these 2 controls, and then even though the volume's turned as low as it'll go on camera, I'm able to use this to increase the volume level that the camera is actually recording. And then on the back of the camera, on the screen when it's on, I got levels that will tell me you know, if I'm in the red or if I'm good. And so far this is you know, it's not the perfect setup, but it's what I had, and it works for now until I'm able to get something a little bit better. Now I'll do some samples so you can see the difference in sound. Okay, now what you're hearing is the background noise with just the camera microphone, the in-camera mics. Now what you're hearing is the Rode microphone wired into the camera only. Now what you're hearing is the Rode microphone wired into the Olympus voice recorder, which is in turn wired into the camera. And this is the setup right now that we record our videos on. Now my dad and some of my brothers have been working on a little project out here in the shop over last weekend and earlier today. What they've been doing, you'll see here, you see this box that we have our three-phase generator inside. Now in this box, got some sound insulation, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but our generator's right in there. So hopefully our videos will be a little bit better with the audio quality, not getting as much background noise from the generator. And this is the background sound with the cover on the box, and the camera, the microphone, and the voice recorder all hooked up to the camera, and everything set the way we normally do our videos. Okay, this is the material that's in the box that you saw in the box earlier. Dad just wanted another shot of it outside the box, I guess so you can get a different perspective of it, see what it looks like better, I guess. And he said the only thing he's concerned about right now is potentially overheating if the generator is running too long in the box, but he's hoping that he'll film short enough where that won't be an issue. Well, there you go. That's the setup we have, and hopefully it'll continue to do well for us. In the future, we'll look into possibly getting something like a Beach Tech preamp that we can wire our microphone into, and then wire from the preamp right into the camera, and it'll also let us record in stereo and be able to get dual mics. That would be kind of neat. And we might also look into Olympus. They make, I believe it's called the LS100, and that's a multi-track recorder unit that wires right into the camera. They communicate, they sync up, and you just take a USB cord from the recorder, and then you stick it right into the camera, and anything that recorder records, the camera will recognize it and use the audio from that recorder. So that's this week's video. If you like it. If you want to subscribe. If you don't, then don't. Okay, that's it. I'm smoking some ribs right now, and I'm gonna go check them, see how well they're doing. Look at all that. I can't wait. Not quite done yet. Ow, it's hot.